Breaking news. Please stand by for another C2C World News Now current event. Hello, today is Sunday, and this is the 25th day of September 2016.
Breaking news. It appears there were more than 2,000 teens that have been reportedly radicalized by ISIS in France. An unnamed security source told Le Figaro newspaper that around 2,000 teenagers have been radicalized by Islamic State propaganda in France. Even more frightening, the report added that the number of girls embracing jihadist ideology is on the rise. Since the start of the 2016 year, security forces have identified 1,954 young men and women as Islamic State terrorist organization sympathizers. An unnamed, high-ranking security service official told the paper that the levels of radicalization among teens in the country have increased by 121% compared to January 2015. 17 French youths have been killed fighting for the jihadists in Syria and Iraq, the source added. According to the official, 37 teens have recently been indicted in France on charges related to extremism and terrorism. Another trend worrying the authorities is the increasing number of teenage girls sympathizing with Islamic State terrorists, he said. The jihadists are preying on youths who have psychological problems, who experience difficulties at school, or who are going through a tough time due to their parents' divorce, said the source. Special recruiting techniques employed by ISIS make those young men and women an easy target for the radicals, he added. Broadcaster BFM TV reported that in the first week of September alone, 4 teens were arrested in France for establishing contact with Islamic State. They were all recruited by Rachid Kassim, a 29-year-old Frenchman who contacted teens through social media, and then continued to encourage them to stage terrorist attacks. Earlier this week, French Interior Minister Bernard Cazeneuve said that the terrorist threat in the country is higher than ever before. The minister added that 300 people have been arrested in France for links to terrorist activity since the beginning of the year. France has been on high alert since the Charlie Hebdo terrorist attacks in January 2015. The attacks, in which 12 people were killed, and the Paris assaults in November of that year, when at least 130 people were killed by Islamic State terrorists. This year the country was shocked by a tragedy in Nice on July 14, when a truck driven by an ISIS supporter plowed through crowds during Bastille Day celebrations. That one horrific attack, killing 84 people and injuring many more. Also in July, 2 Islamic radicals murdered Father Jacques Hamel in northern Saint-Étienne-du-Rouvray by cutting the 85-year-old priest's throat right in front of the churchgoers during his sermon.
This has been a C2C World News Now current event. Stay safe, everyone.